Well, the Flash movie is bombing at the box office. Let's discuss what the true ending for the Flash should have been, at least for me. As you may have already seen online, the Flash movie is a box office failure. I really enjoyed the Flash film, but a lot of people didn't even give it a chance to even watch it. Now, one of the things that I was scratching my head about was the ending. And of course, this is spoilers. So the ending you do see in the Flash movie is that Barry Allen is at the courthouse and he thinks everything is alright. He fixed the timeline. But then Bruce Wayne shows up, and it's not the Bruce Wayne he recognizes. It is the Bruce Wayne we recognize from Batman and Robin, George Clooney. And according to the Hollywood Reporter, this ending was actually shot not too long ago. It was a reshot ending ordered by James Gunn and Peter Safran. They reached out to George Clooney to see if he wanted to do this kind of joke ending where Barry realizes that he didn't fix the timeline and decided to throw George Clooney in. But I've already heard about multiple endings before this ending was shot. And the Hollywood Reporter did confirm those two other endings. Now, the first ending was by the previous regime, Walter Hamada and Toby Emmerich. It was going to end the same thing at the courthouse steps, but with Supergirl, played by Sasha Calle, and Batman, played by Michael Keaton, which I think would have made audiences like myself feel relieved that Supergirl and Batman still made it out of that hellish timeline, because they were both fated to death every single time. But there was Hollywood drama, and then the new executives, Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdi, were installed at Warner Brothers. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was able to get Henry Cavill back as Superman in Black Adam. They also shot him in another ending for the Flash movie. This new ending was the same. It was still on the courthouse steps, but now Calle's Supergirl was joined by Superman, played by Henry Cavill, and Wonder Woman, played by Gal Gadot. Keaton also remained. And a lot of people are wondering, well, what about Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne? What happened to him? Well, he was actually originally in the first ending and in the second ending before the George Clooney ending. He was going to pop up in a post-credit scene where he's lost in the multiverse somehow, and he communicates to Barry to help find him, which would have teased an eventual Crisis on Infinite Earths, but for the DCEU. Of course, those plans were scrapped, and James Gunn and Peter Safran have their own story to tell, so thereby erasing the first two endings and just ending with George Clooney. Which honestly, for myself, if this was going to be the ending of the DCEU, and if we're never going to see Michael Keaton's Batman or Sasha Calle's Supergirl ever again, I would have loved the second ending, where we at least get to see Sasha Calle's Supergirl alive, Michael Keaton's Batman alive, Henry Cavill's Superman in the flesh, and seeing Gal Gadot reprise her role as Wonder Woman. Also, throw in like a short shot of Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne just smiling at Barry Allen, and just close out the DCEU. Well, hopefully the Blu-ray or digital will have all these deleted scenes, including the alternate endings.